So this session, we will be discussing changing bad habits for good, how to be free on the inside. Can the power of bad habits be broken? Is it possible to live free? Habits. We all have them. I hope that we all have the habit of brushing our teeth. Yeah? And I hope that we all have the habit of blessing our food before we eat. And I hope that we each have the habit of reading our Bibles every day. But some habits can work against us. Bad habits can sometimes turn into addictions. In the past, the term addiction was used more for problems with substances, such as alcohol, nicotine, and drugs. But what really is an addiction? Addictions have many possible roots, including emotional, physical, spiritual, genetic, and environmental. But a key characteristic of an addiction includes persistent compulsive behavior that is harmful or destructive, characterized by the inability to stop. Now, I'm going to read this again, and I want you to think in yourself and think, do you have a habit, a bad habit, an addiction that is persistent, compulsive behavior that is harmful or destructive, characterized by an inability to stop? Do we have a habit like that today? I'm going to assume that everyone in here don't smoke, don't drink, and don't do drugs. But there are addictions that do happen within closed doors, such as food and porn. You know, when you see a cake, it's easy to think, oh, I will just get a second slice. No one will know about it. Or gambling and shopping, oh, I can just buy one more thing. My husband doesn't need to know. These are habits that can happen behind closed doors, but they're still habits, and they still can become addictions. If you think you have an addiction, it's important to work closely with your healthcare provider. This is mostly true for those that are addicted to drugs or alcohol or are suffering a severe depression. These are conditions that need medical treatment. So it's important that if you have these conditions, that you do seek help from a doctor or a healthcare provider. Experiences, thoughts, actions, and emotions actually change the structure of our brains. Good habits can become just as persistent as bad ones. How can we create good, healthy habits? Potent, powerful, and protective weapons are available to help you make and maintain permanent changes over time. To change bad habits and to make healthy habits, you want to create a good environment, internal and external. You want to create a good lifestyle, and you want to create good connections both with God and with those that are around us. This is what helps you maintain permanent changes over time. Now, to create a good environment internal, it means overcoming negative and cultivating thankfulness is a major key to success. First, you want to refuse self-pity. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Each one of you are the sons and daughters of God. Each of you are made for a purpose, so live for that purpose. Refuse self-pity. Next, you want to focus on solutions. Make reasonable goals possible for you to achieve. You have a powerful God who is your strength, and He can help you achieve all things. He can help you achieve those good habits that you are aiming to achieve. Next, you want to practice a new attitude. When I'm stressed out, I tend to complain a lot to my husband. I can say, oh, I need to do this, I need to do this. And husbands, do you hear a lot of that from your wives? Do your wives complain to you? I do that to my husband. And then he'll turn to me and he'll say, now say something nice. Say something good. Now we have to keep in mind that even through tough times, there is goodness in everything. So we need to practice new attitudes. To have a good external environment, it means make sure your surroundings are helping you and not hurting you. You want to remove temptations. Keep them out of sight and out of mind. If you have a cake in the middle of your kitchen table, it's easy to feel tempted to get that second slice. So instead, we want to replace with positives. Instead of having that cake, keep it out of sight so you're not tempted to have it. Put a bowl of fruit in its place. When you break a bad habit, replace it with a good one. Next, you want to practice new behaviors. Let your new behaviors be good habits. So it's good to have that extra piece of fruit. Next, you want to create a good lifestyle. Positive lifestyle choices protect the brain and body, making it easier to cope with stress and enjoy new things to do in life. Now, what are examples of positive lifestyle choices? One is to hydrate with water. Another is have more fruits and vegetables. You want to get your rest and have daily exercise. Now, I had a brother here last night that said he was guilty of not being healthy. And I'm happy to know that now he's having his fruit and he's having his rest, because I am guilty myself. I don't have enough rest. Being a student, I have to reach my deadlines. I have to do a lot of work. I need to have rest. And we all need rest. We all need to hydrate with water. We all need more servings of fruit. We need our rest, and it's important to have our daily exercise. 30 minutes of exercise really isn't that long. We live in beautiful Barren Springs, and we can, with this good weather, we can take 30 minutes and take a quick walk around the block. 30 minutes of exercise is a simple thing for our health. Next, we want to create connections with others. Connect with people who will encourage positive choices, mentor and support you, and help you stay accountable. I used to go to the gym with some friends. We would go to the gym early in the morning, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock in the morning. Now, I know if I was gonna go to the gym by myself, I probably wouldn't want to go that early in the morning. But because I have friends that want to go to the gym with me, it's easier for me to continue that good habit. Personal growth takes place as we interact with others. Connecting with church and community resources makes our world bigger than our circumstances. It creates opportunities for giving, receiving, learning communication skills, and building meaningful experiences. So when you're trying to continue a good habit, it's important to have people to connect with that can help support you and keep you accountable to continue those good habits. Also, you want to create a connection with God. When you connect with God, He will forgive you of those bad habits. He will create new desires in you. He will empower you, guide you, and save you. In the same way that we connect with others in a two-way relationship, so it is with connecting with God. Connecting with God through His living word, the Bible, will help you discover the depth of His love for each one of you. And it will help you discover the true value and His purpose for your life. When you connect with God, you will learn from your mistakes, mature in character, walk in His love, grow in His grace, and rejoice in His salvation. It is God's purpose to lift the veil of sadness and bondage that these bad habits have placed in our lives. God knows you need His help and guidance, and He is there for each one of you. Oftentimes, it's hard to break a bad habit, and it's hard to continue some good habits, but God is looking at your potential and not your failures. He tells us, "Don't you be afraid, for I am with you. Don't be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. You are here for a reason. Jesus is reaching out to you. If there's any one of us in here in this room that has a habit or an addiction that you want God to take a hold of, raise your hand right now and I want you to repeat after me. Yes, Lord, I believe. Help my unbelief. Strengthen me and guide me in your way. God will never disappoint you.